So there's nothing better than waking up, having a cup of tea and seeing that fresh realms are saved. And I mean saved. Look at this. With the launch of WOTLK Classic pre-patch, we intend to open fresh start realms for players who wish to experience starting a new character and playing alongside a new community of others. Yep, we know about that. What's saved these? Probably my cup of tea. Myself and other members of the team have been reading through a lot of responses about fresh start servers since it was announced, and the common feedback we've seen is the concern over the idea of transfers opening after the servers have been live for 90 days. I thought it was important to chime in and highlight that Caveax's post specifically mentions they won't be available for at least 90 days. As in, at a minimum. Now this has been where there's been a lot of concern. Everybody's been worried, thinking that, well, as soon as 90 days are up, boom, we're back into, it's really noisy out here, and we'll be back into the same state as all the other servers, but that is not the case. I was actually streaming last night, and I said on stream that what they probably are doing is putting that 90 days in as a bit of a clause, so if those servers are really struggling population-wise, they'll open up transfers to them, but it wouldn't be something that they really wanted to do. But if they didn't mention that you could transfer to them eventually, then if the servers die off, people will just start quitting. But at least then people know the servers can be kept alive. There's more. The concept of opening fresh start realms in this way for Classic is somewhat new territory for us, so in this situation we believe it's very important to carefully monitor the population on these realms, observe player behaviour and listen to feedback on this topic. There is nothing saying that transfers flip on exactly on day 91, day 191 or even day 991, and we don't intend to commit to an arbitrary time frame for transfers to become enabled super far ahead of time. We plan to be very thoughtful and deliberate when it comes to how and when we lift restrictions around transfers on these realms. So that's really good news, because that's, hang on, need a drink. That's what a lot of people are worried about, and ultimately it's like, oh great, so the servers are fresh for 90 days, then people can start transferring over with ridiculous amounts of gold and just obviously flooding the auction house with stuff that they've bought from their old realm to make gold on the new realm, and it will ruin the servers completely. Like, it will be great. I'll take fresh any day of the week. We are going fresh, by the way, so our whole guild is going fresh. We had an officer meeting last night and it's happening, so I'm super hyped. There's going to be lots of sort of fresh server preparation content coming on the channel, but ultimately we want it to feel fresh. It needs to be in its own little ecosystem away from all the old realms, so hopefully that's what they're going to do, and as long as me, you, all of us, we keep the servers alive, there's no reason that won't happen. So to reiterate, 90 days is the absolute minimum amount of time we'd wait to open transfers, and we intend to listen to the feedback we get on this very carefully. If the realms are healthy and we don't feel the need to open transfers on these realms, we won't rush to do so. The team really wants to take care with anything we do here because of how excited players are about the idea of being able to start fresh and that type of equal playing field experience in WOTLK Classic. We're excited about it too, and we really want to take our time and ensure that the experience is as awesome as it can be. Thanks for reading. I hope this does a little bit to reassure some concerns about this. As always, thank you so much for the comments and feedback. I can put that down now. So that's great news. That's what we wanted to hear. We wanted to hear that no, they are listening and they're not, you know, potentially never going to open transfers to these fresh realms, which is absolutely what we want. As far as boosts go, like buying a 70 boost, I actually don't mind that. Yeah, don't allow it for the first few months, but then absolutely allow the boost. We've got one question that's quite a big one, and when I say a big one, it's not massively important. But if you bought the Dark Portal Pass, so you've got your mount and you've got all the little bits and bobs that come with it, are they going to count on fresh servers? I'll leave that with you to let me know in the comments what you think, whether they should work or not. But ultimately I'm going to be working on a big pros and cons video about fresh servers, and I'm going to be working on that today. But this was just a quick update just to let you know about the news, obviously the news update that's gone out, just so it puts your mind at rest a little bit. If you're going to go fresh or you're thinking about going fresh and the 90-day transfer window was putting you off, no need to be put off now. I can finish my tea, I can rest easy and bring on that fresh hype. Oh, like and subscribe. Now roll the outro. There's lots of ways you can support the channel to keep me here putting out World of Warcraft content and covering all future MMOs. Consider joining the channel as a member. You get access to emotes, everyone will know you're a member when you comment on future videos because you get a nice icon next to your name, and you get access to members only videos, which I'll be putting a lot of on the channel throughout the year. Additionally, there's a Patreon link in the description as well. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll see you on the next one.